What's going on, guys? No guys here. I just wanted to record this video. This is in regards to my opinions on a patch. I made this stream on the day the patch came out, and I still retain my opinions. People said to me, wait a few days. So I waited a few days, gave the gameplay a bit more of a chance, you could say. And I think my predictions are correct. You know, the game is getting progressively worse. I'll explain to you why. I think the game is becoming more pay to win. Less skill is now involved more than anything. That's why I think the game's getting ruined. But timestamps are in the description below. I'm recording this live, so if I do make any mistakes, just bear with me. It's not going to be as fluid as my other videos. But long story short, what they've actually done is they've nerfed now chance of you hitting a green time shot. So they reduced the window to hit a green time shot. So you're going to see a lot more yellows now. They reduced it by around about 25%. So it's going to be much harder now to hit a green time shot. That's the first thing. Second thing is green time shots outside the box. Now, if you're on the penalty arc, these are still viable angles to all score from. Where I am with Aubameyang, these are all viable angles. Now, you can still score from these. I mean, obviously this is just training, so there's no player pressure on the ball. But you can still score. What they've actually done is they've reduced the velocity and the ball speed and the spin of green time shots. So you're not going to see green time shots going in all the time. That's the first thing. So you might see, maybe instead of 9 out of 10 times green time shots are going in, assuming the goalkeeper doesn't move, let's say maybe 6 out of 10 it might go in now. Yellow time shots have been nerfed a lot. They've been nerfed the most. It's now basically impossible to score a yellow time shot outside the box. I mean, obviously this is in training, but let's say outside the box, it's almost impossible to score a yellow time shot. I mean, green time shots as it is don't go in. Yellows have been completely nerfed. That most times they're going to go off target. I mean, if you're lucky, it'll go on target and a goalkeeper might save it. Reds have been completely nerfed. If you completely miss the timing, you're screwed now with reds. And that's how it should be. I'm completely happy with that. You scuff the shot more often than not. That's the first thing. Finesse shots, first time finesses. Now, contrary to belief, first time finesses have been nerfed. I mean, just understand this. Maybe before the patch, 9 out of 10 times, if the goalkeeper doesn't move, the ball's going in. Now I would say maybe 3 out of 10 times will go in, a no scope outside the box. It still goes in. Obviously, with a player like Eusebio, there's a higher chance of it going in. So do expect that. They haven't nerfed it into the ground. It's not being completely nerfed. But they've nerfed it to, I think, to an appropriate level where it's the risk is much is there's now much more inherent risk of taking a first time finesse because there's a big chance you're going to miss the shot instead of it even going in. So that's the second thing. But why I think they've ruined this game is now players are just going to play drop back, park the bus. You can't do anything about it now. They've actually ruined the game in that aspect. You physically can't stop someone. You can't AI defending. This is why I say they've taken 2 steps forward, 3 steps back. They had to nerf AI defending and improve one-on-one finishing. Because they haven't done that, now players are just going to be playing drop back, and I've been seeing this in Division. Now, if you're in Division 3 or below, now I'm not trying to be negative, but if you're in Division 3 or below, you won't notice this too much, right? But everyone that's in Division 3 and above, especially Division 2 and 1, everyone's now just playing drop back. It's so boring because it takes so long to break down the defense. You can't even, AI is so effective, and even if you get into the box, right? One-on-one finishing is so consistent, right? It's ridiculous. It's no point. So now what's everyone doing now? No, this is the meta now. It's now whoever did Ibrahimovic, whoever didn't do Ibrahimovic. That's kind of what it is now. Everyone's using 4-2-2s, 4-2-3-1s. They're putting players like Bale and Cam, all these players. And what they're doing is they're just doing L tornado crosses. This is the meta now. You're going to do L tornado crosses like this. Well, sorry, like this, sorry. And they're crossing it into the box. And you can't defend against this. At least with the finesse shot. The argument was, yes, the actual shot took no skill, but yet to actually get into it. But if you're in Division 1 or 2, or if you're in the league playing champs, you would know this. You have to actually get into a position to take a finesse shot. Now, if you're up against a good defender, it was hard to get into a position to do a finesse shot. That's where the skill was. I mean, yes, you can do a first-time finesse and score in the back of the net, but most times than not, the player would move the goalkeeper movement. The player would move the goalkeeper basically to stop it. So, but now, they've reduced that now. And now, first of all, now if someone's playing drop back, park the bus, the good thing with shooting outside the box is you can get past that. I mean, if you're lucky, let's say he doesn't move the goalkeeper, you can at least get past park the bus. Now you can't do that anymore. And now the most effective way is to use a Balassi flick or Elsade across and shoot and cross in the box. I think it's just ridiculous. There's no skill. It's RNG. You can't defend against it. It's basically indefensible with the goalkeeper and your defenders. You're going to see a lot more Team of the Year fullbacks now. Centre-backs in full-backs roles, you're going to see that a lot more now. That's going to be much more apparent. I mean, obviously, as if you have the money, if you don't have the money, I mean, you're pretty much screwed. You're going to see Serge Aurier road to the final with 99 jumping going to be used a lot more now to stop the alternative crosses, especially in division, in the I would say the higher divisions, like especially in the ones and twos. And it takes no skill to do this. You'll be players unless you stop the ball from coming in, it's basically indefensible. But the saddest thing is, the biggest joke is, it's now more efficient to go down the wing, cross the ball, and score a header, which takes no skill, complete RNG, than it is to break down the defense. AI defending should have been nerfed. It should have been nerfed, but it hasn't. So now it's just so stupid. Someone can park the bus 5-4-1. Believe me, there's no way of finesse shots going in outside the box, and you're basically screwed. You're going to have to bid the whole game that you get that one chance, and even if you do get in the box, you have to just hope you're going to make that finish. If you don't, you're screwed. In terms of goalkeeper movement, they've done some good things with goalkeeper movement. They've reduced the way the goalkeepers move, so you no longer can do Spider-Man runs across, like back and forth across the pitch. You can't do that anymore. You can't bait your opponents with the goalkeeper anymore, like move one way, then change the other direction. You can't do that anymore. So they reduce goalkeeper movement. From corners and set pieces, though, that's only an open play. In corners and set pieces, though, long story short, I think the goalkeeper movement is still the same pre-patch, I think. There's not that much change. So let's say, for example, you get a corner and you cross the corner in. You can still move a goalkeeper to the near post to save the corner. That's that. And they've actually made goalkeepers more ready. So if you move a goalkeeper now, the goalkeeper's hands are up. So he's more in a ready position now to make the save rather than before. Even if you move the goalkeeper in the right way, sometimes he might let the shot go past him. But that's basically the patch in a nutshell. You're going to see a lot more 4-2-2s, especially in the cam rolls. You're going to see a lot of those 4-2-2s. I would say 4-2-3-1s. You're going to see a lot of those variations with tall players, and that's which I'm kind of regretting. I think now you're going to see a much more 1 or 2-0 games, which is what I'm not really looking forward to. I mean, I don't want to spend the entire game breaking someone's parked the bus down to get into a one-on-one and saying that, let's say I get a one-on-one finally, and I end up losing because, the one-on-ones are so inconsistent. They had to buff AI defending and goalkeeper, and I had to buff one-on-ones. Nerf AI defending and buff one-on-ones, but they haven't done that. You're gonna be seeing a lot of 4-2-2s, especially with players like Bale and Ronaldo's and Manzu, and especially Crespo with the power shot traits. You're going to see them a lot in these cam rolls. The reason why is because when you get a ball and you go down the wing, the cams are going to be running into the box. So when you do a crossfar post with an El Tornado, your cams are going to be the one in the back post. So all these back post headers are going to be scored from, your cam balls. So like Ronaldo's, you're going to be seeing Ronaldo's in cams. I've been seeing Bale's in cams, Crespo's in cams. You're going to be seeing the 4-2-2 quite a lot. You're also going to be seeing the 4-2-3-1 with all three, like, Crespo here, Ronaldo here, someone like Ibrahimovic or Bale in the cam balls. You're going to be seeing that quite a lot, especially in the higher divisions. I mean, as I said, if you're Division 3 and below, maybe not so much, but that's what you're going to be seeing. But now you can't get past park the bus. I mean, people don't understand is if someone's parking a bus, how do you get past it? Now you can use, believe me, I know how to use hug the sidelines. I know how to get past park the bus. But the problem is, because it's so ineffective to go narrow, you have to go wide. Now, if you go wide, you have to commit your fullbacks forward. And committing your fullbacks forward means that you're going to leave your centre-backs, so like your two centre-backs left over. Now, yes, you can break down someone's park the bus if you commit your fullbacks. But obviously, your centre-backs are going to be so exposed. So on a counter-attack, you're going to have two centre-backs left. If someone's tactics are, for example, let's say drop back, low depth, and fast build-up play, you're going to be screwed because when they get the counter-attack, believe me, when they get the counter-attack, both your fullbacks are going to be high up the pitch. They're going to be basically on the wing, right? Your cams are going to go inside, let's say in this formation, and your CDMs are going to be like here, like in centre mid roles, trying to defeat the park the bus in the middle. So you're going to have what? You're going to have two centre-backs defending his fast build-up play. So what's going to happen is you're going to have two centre-backs left, right? You have two centre-backs left, these two. Well, if my thing works, you're going to have players. You're going to have let's say his 5-4-1-1. You're going to have his four centre mids running at you, and you're going to get outnumbered. So It's actually gonna, you're gonna see a lot more games where there's gonna be park the bus, v park the bus, counter attack versus counter attack. You're gonna see that so much because honestly, the truth is, I'm not gonna play park the bus. I'm not gonna cross the ball in still, because I don't mind losing a few games a weekend league, but I'd rather have fun playing the way I want to play. But for those that want to win, honestly, put park the bus in, put 2 or 3 depth in, honestly, put fast build up play in, maximize plays in the box, and you should be good to go. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.